Counsel, you may proceed with direct.
Thank you. Dr. Wolf, please state your name and occupation.
My name is Dr. Daniel Wolf. I'm a forensic engineer specializing in accident reconstruction.
Dr. Wolf, before we get into your analysis, can you tell the jury where you work?
Yes, I work for ARCA Incorporated.
What type of work does ARCA perform?
ARCA conducts scientific analysis of accidents and injuries. Our work includes vehicular accident reconstruction, biomechanical injury analysis, and mechanical evaluations of vehicles and components. We help determine how an incident occurred based on physical evidence, engineering principles, and testing.
Is ARCA involved in law enforcement work, civil cases, or criminal cases?
All of the above. Both prosecution and defense teams, insurance companies, law enforcement agencies, and private investigators hire us to evaluate the physical evidence in a case.
Briefly, what materials did you review to conduct your analysis in this case?
I reviewed photographs of Miss Reed's Lexus, taillight fragments collected by police, scene photos showing the yard and snow conditions, autopsy images of Officer O'Keefe's injuries.
Did ARCA perform any tests related to the taillight damage?
Yes, at ARCA's crash testing facility, we conducted controlled impact tests using taillight components to determine how they fracture under different forces.
Are the test methods you used accepted in the field of accident reconstruction?
Yes.
Did you rely on these materials in formatting your expert conclusion?
Yes, I did.
And what is your primary conclusion?
That the pattern of injuries is inconsistent with being struck by a reversing vehicle.
Thank you. No further questions.
Thank you, counsel. You may rest. Prosecution, you may make your approach to the bench.
Hello, Dr. Wolf.
Good afternoon.
To begin, as you were testifying earlier, you made statements explaining that what work ARCA produces, correct?
Yes, that is correct.
And in what year did you start working at ARCA?
I started working there in 2017.
When did you become the Director of Accident Reconstruction?
January of 2024.
So only about a year and a half?
That's correct.
And you were certified in accident reconstruction through ARCA, right?
Yes.
But you are not a medical doctor, and you cannot independently diagnose injuries. You rely on the medical examiner's photos, right?
Yes, that's correct.
So when you're testifying about what caused Officer O'Keefe's injuries, you are offering an engineering interpretation, not a medical one.
Yes.
I want to show you Exhibit 41, a photograph of the yard taken the morning Officer O'Keefe was found. Dr. Wolf, you took this photo yourself, correct?
Objection, misstates of the evidence.
Sustained. The photo's origin must be properly established. Counsel, please rephrase.
Dr. Wolf, you were present at the scene the morning this photo was taken, correct?
No, I was not present.
So you cannot testify that this photo was accurately depicted the scene at the time.
Objection, he reviewed this photo informing his opinions under Federal Rules of Evidence 703.
Overruled in part. The witness may testify that he relied on the photo as part of the expert analysis, but may not authenticate it as a first-hand depiction. Proceed carefully.
Dr. Wolf, you conducted a taillight cannon experiment, correct?
Yes, to test how taillight fragments behave when struck.
This cannon, you did not calibrate it to match the exact weight, height, or angle of Officer O'Keefe's body.
It was a general simulation.
Meaning it was not designed to replicate the actual physics of this case.
Not exactly, no.
You agree that for reconstruction experiments to be valid, conditions should match the real-world event as closely as possible.
That's the general rule.
But your experiment did not use Miss Reed's actual SUV, the correct temperature, the correct snow conditions, or the exact height of the alleged impact point, did it?
Not precisely, no.
So your method deviated from standard reconstruction protocol, correct?
Objection, argumentative.
Overruled. Counsel is attacking methodology under FRE 702.
It deviated in certain respects, yes.
You testified that Officer O'Keefe's injuries were inconsistent with a vehicle strike, but you agree that injury causation can depend on dozens of medical variables.
That is true.
And you did not evaluate any of those factors, did you?
No.
So your opinion is based only on generalized engineering principles, not the medical specifics of this individual.
Correct.
You are being compensated for your time?
Yes.
At what rate?
400 per hour for analyses, 500 per hour for testimony.
And to date, you have billed over $30,000.
Approximately.
No further questions. The Commonwealth will call Katie McLaughlin to the stand. Could you please introduce yourself and your profession to the jury, ma'am?
Yes, my name is Katie McLaughlin. I'm 29 years old. I work for the town of Canton as a firefighter and a paramedic.
Did you have any special training or schooling in order to become a paramedic?
Yes, I did. I had to go through about 2 years of schooling. That's divided as a didactic portion and a clinical portion in the hospital and with an ambulance. So it takes about 2 years.
And have you completed the preparation necessary to become a paramedic?
Yes, I have.
Did you have to complete a separate education in order to become a firefighter, or did you become one at the same time you became a paramedic?
I became a paramedic before becoming a firefighter.
In what years did you become a paramedic and a firefighter, respectively, Mrs. McLaughlin?
I became a paramedic in 2017 and then became a firefighter in 2019.
And in what year did you begin working for the Canton Fire Department?
2021.
Do you still work for the Canton Fire Department?
Yes,
Were you working on January 29th, 2022?
I was.
What was your specific role during your shift at the Canton Fire Department?
I was a backstep firefighter on the engine.
Being the elected backstep, what would your specific duties or responsibilities be?
I assisted with equipment and medical calls.
At around 6 a.m. on January 29th, 2022, do you remember getting a call or alert?
Yes.
What did that call entail?
An unresponsive male.
Did you know the address you were going to was 34 Fairview Road when you left the fire station?
Yes.
On January 29th, 2022, as you left the Canton Fire Station, were you aware of who lived at the residence located at 34 Fairview Road?
No, I was not.
Mrs. McLaughlin, can you please describe what you observed upon pulling up to 34 Fairview Road?
Several people were outside and there was a man laying in the snow.
Upon finding the body of the man in the snow, what did your superiors order you to do?
Gather information from people at the scene.
Was there someone in particular that you had in mind to gather more information from?
Yes.
Do you see the person that you gathered more information from in this courtroom today?
Yes.
Can you please point out that person and describe what they are wearing to the jury?
She's sitting right over there wearing a bun and the red cardigan.
When you go to question this individual, or any individual in this kind of circumstance, what type of information are you hoping to obtain?
I asked what happened when the injured person or persons was last seen conscious, whether they took anything or were intoxicated, and any other basic information to assess what happened.
When you spoke to this individual that you have pointed out, were you able to ask those kinds of questions to them?
Yes, I was.
And what did they tell you?
They gave me some basic background information, like his name and that nobody thought he was on any illicit substances.
Outside of this background information, did they say anything else to you?
Yes, she did.
What exactly did she say?
She said, I hit him. I hit him.
Objection, Your Honor. Hearsay?
Counsel, basis for the objection?
Your Honor, the witness is testifying to an out-of-court statement offered to prove the truth of the matter asserted, specifically that Miss Reed admitted to hitting the victim. Under Federal Rules of Evidence 802, this is classic hearsay and it is admissible unless the prosecution can establish an exception.
Prosecution, response?
Your Honor, this is not hearsay. The statement qualifies as an admission by a party opponent, which is explicitly exempt from the hearsay rule. The defendant's own words are admissible when offered by the Commonwealth. We are not presenting secondhand rumors. This is a direct statement attributed to the defendant herself.
Objection is overruled. The statement qualifies as an admission by party opponent and is admissible. The jury may consider it and give it whatever way they believe appropriate.
And what do you remember happening after she said this?
She started screaming and was so emotional that she had to be held back from the body.
I have no further questions. Thank you.